Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because you know schools aren't, so let's get started. So in this video, we're going over how to become a millionaire with $5 a day. So breaking it down, guys, $5 a day, that ends up being $150 a month. Just making it simple, 30 days in a month. And then in a year, that ends up being $1,800. Now here's the interesting part. If you continue this, $5 a day every single year, how long will it take you to get 1 million bucks? Well, it's actually going to take you over 555 years to get to that $1 million. I actually quadruple checked this math because it seems like ridiculous, but that's it. It's going to take over 500 years to get $1 million. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't have that type of time. So instead of just saving that money under your mattress or somewhere, let's say you put it into a bank account. And obviously rates are very, very low right now, but let's say you get really lucky and find a 2% interest rate for like a savings account or a money market account. Well, we're going to be using a compound interest calculator to calculate how much money you'll have over time. Now it's very simple. I'll go it over with you guys. I have a calculator online. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out. The one that I'm using, but there's a bunch out there. They all work the same. But where are you going to find this $5? Well, I can guarantee you could somehow save $5 in some way. Whether it's not ordering a drink at a restaurant, not going out to a restaurant, not having your Starbucks coffee. Little insignificant things you could save to get your $5. Compound interest will change your life. I'll show you why. So this is what we got going on. This is the compound interest calculator that we're looking at right now. So step one, you could see the initial investment. So let's say we're starting out with absolutely nothing. We got nothing in the bank. All right, so we're starting clean. Then we can see we have a contribution, the amount that you add to principal every month. So like we said, $5 a day equals $150 a month. So that's why we have it in there. So to make compound interest work, time is a huge factor. So let's say you're starting out at 20 and going to 60 years old. That is 40 years. Or maybe if you're like 25, going to 65, or 30, going to 70. But let's just say overall it's going to be 40 years that we're going to calculate. Like we said, you're going to be really lucky and find a 2% interest rate. So let's see what this gives us. So if you do this $5 a day for 40 years at 2%, you're going to have just over $100,000. You can see you'll have $110,000 and change. Now, that's a good amount. You know, I'm not going to lie, I won't turn it down. However, we still need $900,000. So at this moment, you're questioning, how the heck can you turn $5 into $1 million? Well, we're going to do the same exact thing, however, change the type of investment that we're using. So instead of a savings account or a money market account, we're going to be focusing on the stock market. Could outrun any type of savings account. Now the average in history range between like 8 to 10%. To give you the point, we're going with the 10%. Now to let you know, this is not impossible. For example, last year in 2017, the market returned 20%. So let's look at what we have with that. So again, we're starting off with $0, $150 for 40 years, but the interest rate is 10%. So what does that give us? So in 40 years, you can see you'll have almost $1 million. You'll have just under $950,000 in 40 years. So let me tell you something. If you've been waiting 40 years, I'm pretty sure you could wait one more year. So let's look at 41 years. So like I promised, with only $5 a day in 41 years, you can see you will have over $1 million, which is incredible. Now, compound interest, guys, is the eighth wonder of the world. It's an incredible force that you could use to build your wealth. Now, the thing is that when you're first starting, you could look at the graphs. When you're first starting, it's very, very, very slow growth. Nothing's really happening. But over time, what compound interest is, you have interest that builds on the interest that builds on the interest. So it grows exponentially, word of the day. So as time goes on and on and on, it slowly starts getting more exponential and goes up like crazy, giving you $1 million with only that $5. The main thing I want to portray to you guys is that the amount isn't really the hugest factor into this. It could be as small as $5 a day. The main factors that you have to look at is not only the interest rate, but the most important factor is the length of time. Now, this is only with $5 a day. You could also contribute more, and that will make you even more money over the long term, obviously. To have a little fun, if we increase the years to 50 years instead of 40 years, look what you'll have. Same $5, but for an extra 10 years, you'll have $2.5 million. Now, the crazy part is, if you don't add any type of interest into this, you would have under $100,000. But with this interest or the returns from our example originally the stock market, you have millions of dollars. So that's it, guys. I just taught you the secret of how to become rich. Now, the hardest part is actually doing it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money. I just started an Instagram account if you guys want to follow. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one.